In the silent void of space, where time itself seems to unravel, an ancient star met its fiery end. A supernova, a celestial cataclysm, unleashed its energy across the cosmos, a spectral ballet of light and radiation. This radiant death, a stellar requiem, traveled through the cold, dark expanse, traversing the abyss, indifferent to the worlds in its path. And yet, destiny had written a peculiar tale for one small blue planet. Earth, a world teeming with life, unaware of the cosmic symphony playing out above, a world on the brink of an extraordinary transformation. For as this radiant storm reached our planet, it whispered secrets to the very building blocks of life. Could it be that in this moment of cosmic convergence, a mere burst of energy born in the heart of a dying star was the catalyst for the emergence of human consciousness? Join us as we delve into the cosmic radiation mutation theory, where we explore the possibility that cosmic intervention may have been the driving force behind our ascent as a species. Eons ago, in the unfathomable reaches of the universe, a star lived out its final moments in a blaze of glory. This supernova, a dazzling burst of light and energy, cast forth waves of cosmic radiation, setting in motion a journey of eons and light years. In the cold, indifferent vacuum of space, where time itself stretches and bends, this radiant death knell journeyed through the void, touching worlds it encountered with silent, invisible fingers. As these waves of energy traversed the cosmic abyss, they carried within them a power both fearsome and wondrous, capable of altering the very essence of life. This energy, birthed in the heart of a dying star, held the potential to rewrite the destinies of the worlds it touched. Among the countless stars and planets, there was one world teeming with life, destined to receive this celestial gift. Earth, a vibrant living sphere spinning in the void, was on a path to an extraordinary transformation. Unbeknownst to its inhabitants, this unassuming blue planet lay directly in the path of the cosmic storm. As the radiation pierced the atmosphere, it was as if the universe itself had whispered into the genetic code of its creatures. This moment of cosmic convergence, where the forces of the universe met the cradle of life, would set in motion a series of changes so profound that they would echo through the ages, shaping the very nature of human existence. On this small, unassuming planet called Earth, life had already begun its slow, arduous climb from the primordial soup. In the lush forests and sprawling savannas, early primates moved through their ancient rhythms, unaware of the cosmic drama unfolding above. These creatures, with their simple minds and instinct-driven lives, were on the brink of an unimaginable transformation. As the waves of cosmic radiation descended through the forest, it was as if the universe had chosen them for a grand experiment. The radiation, unseen and unfelt, wove its way through the dense canopies and open plains, permeating every nook and cranny of the biosphere. This silent force touched everything in its path, from the smallest microorganisms to the largest mammals. The very air seemed to shimmer with potential, as if the building blocks of life were being subtly and inexorably rewritten. For the early hominids, this cosmic touch was both a blessing and a curse. Changes began, almost imperceptible at first, subtle shifts in behavior, minor alterations in physical form. But within these small changes lay the seeds of something profound. The universe, in its vast, indifferent majesty, had sown the seeds of a new consciousness on Earth. A silent, unseen force was now at play, guiding the evolutionary journey towards an unknown destination. Radiation, in its many forms, has long been a harbinger of change, both destructive and transformative. As the cosmic rays infiltrated the very cells of early hominids, they began to alter the delicate strands of DNA, the blueprint of life. In some, these mutations were subtle, barely noticeable. A slight shift in a base pair here, a new amino acid sequence there. But in others, the changes sparked a cascade of biological innovation. Among these early hominids, the radiation-induced mutations began to manifest in ways that would forever alter their destiny. Neural networks rewired, synaptic connections multiplied, and brain volume increased. These mutations were not confined to the brain alone. Dexterity in their hands improved, allowing for more intricate manipulation of objects. The changes extended to their senses, sharpening their ability to perceive and interact with their environment. From the tangled forests and sprawling savannas, a new breed of hominid emerged, one with a spark of something profound. They began to exhibit behaviors that spoke of higher thinking, of a burgeoning self-awareness. This evolutionary leap was not just physical, but metaphysical. The seed of what would become human consciousness had been sown, nurtured by the unseen hand of cosmic radiation. In the grand tapestry of life, these changes were but a thread, woven into an increasingly complex and structured design. Yet, they set the stage for the dawn of a new era, where the line between the animal and the human began to delineate, and the journey toward true self-awareness commenced. From these mutations, a new breed of hominid began to emerge, creatures with a spark of something profound. No longer mere beasts of instinct, they began to exhibit behaviors that spoke of higher thinking and abstract reasoning. In the dense jungles and open plains, they began to experiment with their surroundings, fashioning tools from stone and bone. These tools were not just implements of survival, but symbols of a nascent intelligence, a growing mastery over their environment. Art too found its genesis in these early minds. Primitive yet profound, the first etchings on cave walls were more than mere marks. They were expressions of an inner life, an emerging consciousness seeking to communicate, to understand, and more importantly, to leave a legacy. Intensive changes from social structures to language took hold. Knowledge sharing, learning, and the emergence of primitive culture began to take shape as simple hunter-gatherer bands transformed into more complex social systems. This leap was not just biological, but a profound shift in the fabric of existence. These early humans were becoming something more, something that no other creature on Earth had achieved. They were propelled down the path of sentience, propelled down a path to contemplate reality itself. The radiation that had once seemed a random, indifferent force had in fact ignited the flame of consciousness. It had catalyzed an evolutionary leap that would echo through the ages, shaping the destiny of an entire species. But how plausible is this theory within the framework of modern science? To answer this, we must turn to the realms of astrophysics and genetics, where the boundaries of possibility are ever expanding. Cosmic radiation, a force both feared and revered, holds the power to induce change at the most fundamental level. Its waves can penetrate the very essence of life, altering DNA in ways both subtle and profound. Throughout history, we have seen instances where radiation has caused significant mutations. From natural radioactive decay on Earth to the cosmic rays that constantly bombard our planet, radiation has always been a silent and ever-present architect of change. Modern genetic research has shown that radiation can indeed cause mutations. These mutations can lead to a variety of outcomes, from the harmful to the beneficial. The key lies in understanding the context and the environment in which these mutations occur. Astrophysics, too, supports the idea that Earth is regularly exposed to cosmic radiation from distant supernovas. These cosmic events, while rare on a human timescale, are frequent in the lifetime of the universe and have the potential to influence the evolution of life on Earth. One notable example is the hypothesized link between supernovas and mass extinction events. Some scientists believe that cosmic radiation may have played a role in shaping the course of life by causing widespread genetic mutations, leading some to become apex predators. Others, meanwhile, were sent down the road to oblivion. In this light, the cosmic radiation mutation theory does not seem so far-fetched. It offers a compelling narrative that integrates our understanding of genetics, radiation, and astrophysics, suggesting that the spark of human consciousness may indeed have celestial origins. As we continue to explore these realms, we may uncover more evidence that our journey from simple life forms to sentient beings was not just a matter of chance, but a complex interplay of cosmic forces and terrestrial evolution. If true, the cosmic radiation mutation theory suggests that we are not merely products of terrestrial evolution, but recipients of a cosmic gift. This revelation reframes our understanding of what it means to be human. Consider for a moment the implications of this theory. Stars, just like our own, will at some point go supernova, and worlds like ours, and everything on them, will vaporize in an instant. If the radiation from that event were to kickstart life on another, our demise would be connected with the birth of an extraterrestrial intelligence. In practical terms, this understanding could reshape our approach to science and exploration. If cosmic radiation has played a role in our evolution, then the universe must be replete with life, each extraterrestrial species coming into existence because of the extinction of another. Imagine pebbles being dropped in a vast lake, sending waves across its surface, one after another, not in a controlled manner and not at a steady rate, but random pebbles falling at random points, wave after wave colliding with each other all over the surface, as well as everything in their path. Life then would be the outcome of a series of chain reactions, a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. If so, life would be far from an exception but the rule. Supernovas, therefore, while destroying life, simultaneously send out radiation to catalyze life once again. It would be as though the universe was akin to Earth, not alive itself, but a platform whose conditions are such that it makes the formation of life all but impossible to stop. Which would mean that the existence of humans is not so much an exception to the rule, but proof of the rule itself. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Only on Crotonium.